from people signing in. So first of all, thank you so much for coming to join us for GSD Daily, or Get Shit Done Daily. After yesterday, I kind of have a little bit more of a little bit better workflow set up for myself. It looks like we're streaming on all platforms except for LinkedIn. Let's see. Chat is fired up. So in the discussion box, chat box, whatever, just go ahead and say hi or yay or whatever. That would be fantastic. And I think I can see him here. So we're going to see. Today's presentation, we're going to talk about 4 sales funnels that'll help automate your sales online. Starting from relatively unsophisticated and low front-end product sales funnels, all the way up to higher-end sales funnels like coaching or consulting or masterminds or whatever. So just to kind of reiterate some of the ground rules, some of the stuff we did yesterday. So the idea of this live stream is pretty simple. It's to keep you actionable and moving forward no matter what is happening outside your house or your office or your doors or whatever. It's to give you the tools you need to move forward. And you can go ahead, chat in, give me, just leave a question, and then I will try to answer it on the next show. Everything we talk about in this live stream is stuff that we do, stuff we do for clients, or it's stuff that we help clients with. A lot of marketing, a lot of sales, a lot of paid traffic, we don't really do any SEO, but internally we do SEO, and we know of those SEO strategies. So, if it lives online, we probably have dealt with it in the past. And the purpose is really just to, give you, just to answer the stuff, the most burning question that is going to get you over the next hurdle so that you can continue moving, selling your stuff online, moving your business online, transitioning online. There will be swearing. I said this yesterday, and I don't think I swore at all, but GSD stands for Get Shit Done. Let's see. And if you need anything at all, I'll just go to doneforyou.com. I'll drop my contacts in. There's a chat bot in the lower right-hand corner, so just, connect with me there and we'll kind of get started. So today's presentation is about sales funnels. So there's basically 2 different ways to create automated sales funnels, or there's two different areas really. So the two points that is going to differentiate what kind of sales funnel that you are offering. The first is price. So if you have a high ticket product, if it's something over $1,000, or something that is going to, that is a longer contract, then your sales methodology, your sales system, your sales framework it basically needs to bond, or it needs to connect with that prospect on a deeper level than something that is, let's say, a digital course or an ebook or something simple, a physical product, whatever. The other side is complexity. So if your thing is highly complex, then of course you're going to need to explain it better for a prospect. And I actually have a little, I wrote this out. You're going to see this in a lead magnet coming up. But let's see, right there. So basically your price and your complexity are on 2 different axes. And what that means is that the higher your price is, the more you need to have a personal, high-touch interaction with them. So if you're selling a coaching product or a consulting product or a mastermind or something that is highly complex and highly complex and higher priced, then you're going to need to sell it on a sales call. And the best way to, basically move somebody from just learning about who you are to signing up for a sales call is to, basically position it on a webinar. So you go through the webinar, you generate the lead because of the webinar, you bond with the prospect on that webinar, and then your call to action on the webinar is to jump on a consultative coaching call, an action plan call, a strategy session, however you want to term it. You're going to be getting on the phone with this person for 30, 35 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever. and pitching, on the phone. And it might be a one call close. It might be 2 or 3 or 4 calls, with an invoice and all of that other stuff, but you're still going to be pitching on the phone. So this is where your salespeople come in, phone teams come in, all of that stuff. But basically what you're doing is you're taking your inbound leads, your inbound processes. They're coming in, they're attending a webinar. On the webinar, they are learning about you. They are learning something. They have a couple aha moments, and they're taking away, some sort of good, valuable content. And then the transition for the pitch at the end is to sign up for a call with you. So that's how you sell and automate and pitch high ticket programs, high ticket products, high ticket consulting, whatever. And it's not just high ticket, it's also the complex stuff. So if you have a $50,000 mastermind, then of course you are going to need to relate that mastermind with your prospect in order for them to buy it. It's not something you can just drop a sales letter, throw up a sales letter and say, here, set up your payment terms and then you're part of the group. Obviously you're going to need to connect your offer with that person, and that is done online, or that is done on the phone. The next phase, actually, I'm going to switch over to my screen here, and I have a little, let's see if I can pull this off. I did it yesterday, so let's see if I can do it again. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to click this guy, and then, all right, so you should be seeing my screen right now. So I went through, kind of drew up these presentations, and they're on my iPad. So we're going to kick through these things live, and you should be seeing them okay. You should be seeing them on the screen right now. So there we go. All right, so 4 automated selling strategies. You like it? All right, so the first one is webinar sales funnel. And what we have here is the base architecture for that webinar sales funnel. So whenever we're looking at building stuff, from a price standpoint, the higher ticket products and the more complexity means we're going to need to sign up. We're going to need to get that lead from the webinar. So let's see. I'm just going to draw on this thing. See how this works out. So social traffic would be Facebook and LinkedIn. And then we have our retargeted traffic. So this is going to be a company that we use and like called adroll.com. And then we have PPC, which is Google. And then we have blog traffic. And this is going to be all of your content marketing. Blogging, SEO, all that stuff. So basically all of that is going to feed into this free lead magnet usually. All right, we just lost our feed there. So all of that is going to feed into, I hit the back arrow. So I'm left-handed, so I'm not real good at this just yet. So all that is going to feed into a free report or an ebook or chapters or whatever. Basically this is, or an advertorial even we use here. But basically this, a lot of times, is just going to, give somebody the immediate gratification of whatever it is we're looking to give them. And then it's going to send them to the webinar registration page. We also run traffic directly to the webinar registration page where they sign up. Now, once they're on the webinar, then the webinar does 3 things really, really, really well. So it does lead generation. It also does bonding. It does the bonding for you. So you're able to relate to folks who are, you're able to relate to people who are coming in. And then it sells better than pretty much anything else. So selling from a conversion standpoint is way higher than any sales video that you're going to put together. So on the webinar, the call to action here, so the call to action is really, there's 2 different ways to kind of cut up the call to action. So if you're high ticket and highly complex, then this is going to be going to a strategy session. And if you are high ticket and there isn't a lot of complexity, so if it's a digital course or whatever, it's going to be going to an add to cart button, ATC, add to cart button. So on the call to action, you're either going to be going to a strategy session or an add to cart button, and then that is going to, whoever buys is going to be triggered into the fulfillment sequence. And then you have lots of little things down below. We have emails to basically move them through the sales funnel into the next action. So if somebody signs up for the webinar but then doesn't take action, they don't do the thing that we want them to do, which would be the strategy session or the add to cart, then we try to get them to do that through email. We're always moving them to the next phase. So that is how we put together these automated webinar sales funnels. Now we're going to kick back over to me and we're going to see, there we go. So we're going to kick back over here. All right. Now, so we're going to stop sharing our screen. We're going to start sharing me again. All right, perfect. So automated webinars. That's how we do automated webinars, basically walking through the entire system. Now, the next kind of automated webinar funnel is if you have a moderate price. So a price of, let's say, a digital course that's $597, $997, even $1997. So something between like $500 and $2,000, then it's too expensive to sell on like a straight up sales video, sales page. It's just too expensive. Somebody's not going to watch a 20 or 30-minute video and then, spend $1,000 on a course without knowing who you are, without any kind of bonding, unless they were really warm, unless they're coming from a warm list and they know who you are, what you do, what you stand for, what your business is, they know your brand, then they would drop, they might drop $1,000 after just one single solitary video. So what we do is we put together these multi-video launch sequences, and Jeff Walker came up with the product launch formula like 14 years ago or 10 years, something. He's done a lot of launches with it. And we have put these multi-video launch sequences in place for a number of clients. And basically how this product launch system works is you have, 3 videos, and each of those videos are between 8 and 12 minutes long. And then they move to the next, from video 1 to video 2 to video 3, and then ultimately to the pitch video, which is video 4 usually. Sometimes there's an automated webinar in it. But what it does is it kind of systematically moves prospects through the sales cycle quickly on autopilot, and it alleviates the need for a sales call. Usually, although a lot of times, sometimes people do kind of put the sales calls in towards the end of the buying cycle for those who are like in process, but they're just not, they haven't jumped yet, so we've seen it, we've done it, that kind of thing in the past, and it's worked out pretty well. So let's kick over into the screen share here, and we are going to look at that. So all right, there it is. Okay. All right, so you should be seeing my screen again. Perfect. So this one is a little bit bigger, as you can see. So here we have the expanded architecture of the product launch formula. So if we just go back here, product launch funnel, then our expanded architecture, we have we got some Facebook traffic, retargeted, email list, solo ads we do here and there, affiliates, sometimes, but basically when somebody is going to be sending your product promo out, and they get paid a commission, and then other traffic is basically anybody else. But our big ones are Facebook traffic, retargeted traffic, and email list. Product launches work really, really well when you have some sort of data, when you have an email list already. So these, typically they go to a free report. Everything kicks into a free report or, some sort of a landing page, which then gives them access to the rest of this content. Because if done well, these videos are positioned as like a mini course or a mini class. So video 1 goes through, and then it sends some email. Just switched my colors there. And then it kicks into video 2. Video 2 kicks into video 3. Video 3 kicks into the launch video or the sales video. Now, oftentimes you will see on the bottom of this launch video and the subsequent ones, there is what is called a waiting list. Oops. So the waiting list, I keep doing that. I'm going to draw. So the waiting list down here is a front in line to the sales video when the sales video launches. And oftentimes you'll actually see the waiting list. The waiting list will trigger this video to drop early, and then it will just kind of slingshot these folks all the way through. So they'll go from launch video 2 to launch video 3 to launch sales video. And sometimes if you do it right, you can actually compress this buying cycle into hours or even days. Like we've done this through a weekend. So this would, this email, it goes out 1, goes out email 2, goes out email 3. So we go launch video 1, and then this goes out day 1. And then this reminder goes out day 2, and this reminder goes out day 3, and then day 4 is when this one goes live. So your launch video, basically moves people through. But with the waiting list, you can kick them through this series nice and quick. Now, some of the expanded ways, some of the additional things that people do, they'll do like a Q&A webinar here. There'll be an offer close. So the product launch will actually close on a specific day, which is nice, because then you get that last minute pop of urgency. So when the sales video goes live, so I'm just going to change colors here. When the sales video goes live, you get a bunch of sales. Probably 25 to 30% of your sales are going to come in that first day. And then the remaining 25 or 30% are going to come in that last day, sometimes even 50%. And the rest of them are kind of going to be dripped through here. So most of your sales are going to come the first and the last day. And then when we set these up for clients, we always say, okay, now we just generated a huge list for through affiliates or through paid traffic or whatever. So what else can we sell them? Here's affiliate offer 1, affiliate offer 2, 3, and 4. And then, you go down your content marketing list. So that's how those things, that's how these funnels typically work out. And then, so we're going to kick back to the camera again. All right, so we're going to stop sharing our screen, and here we are again, and my camera did something funny. So, is that any better? Testing 1, 2, maybe. All right, either way, doesn't matter. All right, so that is the product launch funnel, and then the last funnel, and kind of the that's not the most generic, but the one we end up tweaking the most is a video sales letter funnel or a sales video funnel. So this is your low price funnel that is also low complexity. So a membership, a free trial for a software, a book, a free plus shipping book, anything that is usually below a couple $100. Then what we do is we just have a sales video, and the sales video has an add to cart right underneath. And then from there, they go into usually an upsell sequence. So that makes it really nice. It makes it really flexible. So there's lots of different stuff that you can do, with it. So all in all, it's just a nice funnel for mixing and matching and doing some other stuff. So we're going to kick back over into the screen. We're going to see what else we got here. So, all right, so we're going to share our screen again, and all right, so this thing, we got some product launches. All right, so I don't know really why it's kicking out there, but we have our webinar sales funnel. Then we have a free, this is a fully qualified lead sales funnel. which we're going to talk about quickly. Then we have our free plus shipping VSL funnel. And then we have our VSL sales funnel with upsells. So, all right. Now, so VSL sales funnel with upsells, we're going to kick into this guy. There we go. All right. So generally, we have Facebook traffic or Instagram traffic, and that goes into some sort of a landing page or an advertorial. If we have an email list, we'll also use an email list, and we'll use retargeting list, if some website stuff is already up, so if we're already getting traffic to a website, then we'll target that, we'll use that and then retarget those people into the front side of the sales funnel. We always go through some sort of a landing page or an advertorial usually, just to simply pre-frame the offer. If you look at any big media buyers, they're using an advertorial in some way. A lot of times because the offer can switch and the advertorial doesn't, the offer can switch. So here's an example. Let's say you're promoting a supplement. That supplement, if you're promoting a supplement as a CPA affiliate, then you are running traffic through a landing page or an advertorial. Then if that offer goes away, you can always switch it out. So it's just a link on a web page and there are, 7 million diet pills, so you can literally just swap it out to a different diet pill and then you're up and running again. So you don't sacrifice your business model and your traffic and your revenue and all that other stuff. That's one of the reasons why advertorials work really well. The other thing they do is a well-written advertorial actually helps the sales video convert higher. Even though this is kind of a bridge. It's a bridge between like here and then the sales video. It will pre-frame a buyer so that the people who click through are predisposed to buy more. So that's the idea behind, this landing page or advertorial. Sometimes the landing page is a lead magnet, a report, a video even, but sometimes it'll be nothing. And we end up just teasing whatever is in the sales video and say, hey, click here, fill in the opt-in box, and we're going to show you 3 secrets to, lose weight fast or something. So not that, because that would never get approved anywhere, but you know what I mean? So the sales video, then once they buy, they go through upsell 1, and then they go, upsell 2, upsell 3, downsell 1, downsell 2, whatever. And then they go into fulfillment. And then ultimately they end up in like a member's fulfillment email sequence or a buyer's fulfillment email sequence, whatever. And then we have marketing automation emails that help move them through the process as they go. So all in all, nice, simple flow. And this sales funnel works in a variety of different scenarios. So this is a different one that we actually use. So this is a free plus shipping VSL funnel. Same kind of thing. The difference here is that we run paid traffic to sometimes an advertorial, but mostly to a sales video that is a free plus shipping offer. The free plus shipping offer normally has like an 8 or 9% conversion, which means 8 or 9% of people who are going through are seeing upsell 1. And then this upsell, there's lots of different ways to price these upsells, but typically the first upsell might be $37, second one might be $97, third one might be, $297, whatever. So lots of different ways to do that. And then the one that we like a lot, that we've been building a lot of lately, is this free qualified lead VSL funnel, or fully qualified lead VSL funnel. So same kind of scenario, but you'll notice this is a fully qualified lead VSL promo page. So we still run paid traffic, email list, retargeted traffic into an advertorial sometimes, or this fully qualified lead VSL. And what this is basically it's a simple page that is a video. And then we have a conditional logic form down below. That conditional logic form, depending on what fields you add in, it expands. And then it also sends traffic a variety of different places. So this might be provider 1, provider 2, provider 3. Or it might be offer 1, offer 2, offer 3. So one of the things that we do with these oftentimes is, different SKUs, different product lines, whatever. We can also run marketing automation based on what they select here. So this might be, like in our Done For You case, sales funnels, might be ad management, might be content marketing. So we can start sending the emails that are most likely to get this person to take action. So that's the idea behind these fully qualified lead sales funnels. We've run this particular format for mortgage brokers. We've run it for real estate pros. We've run it for, any kind of service organizations. Works tremendously well. In fact, Done For You is entirely built using this model as of right now. Basically working with providers and stuff. So that is, I think that's all the sales funnels that we had. So we had our webinar sales funnel. We had our launch sales funnel. We had fully qualified leads and all of that stuff. So we're good there. All right, so I think we're going to stop sharing our screen now. And then, did we screw it up again? We may have screwed it up. So we got 5 minutes left. Just to answer some of the questions that have come in through, through the presentation. So first of all, your coaching, consulting, mastermind kind of offers, do you need to have a sales call? Yes, you do. Unfortunately, relating your offer to the end user, to your prospect, is going to be key in closing the deals. So your webinar is the highest converting sales medium there is. So having a webinar that pitches a strategy session or some sort of a similar call to action, that is going to be paramount in selling your high-end thing. And it beats the hell out of going, business development reps who are calling. They're cold calling, you're buying lists, you're opening the phone book and then, kicking through all of the leads you can find. So with this model, all interested parties raise their hand and say, yes, I want what you do, and then they attend a webinar. As long as they're good with the webinar, they like the webinar, they like you, they like the content, there's been a couple aha moments, whatever, then they're going to sign up as a lead on that for the sales call, for the strategy session. Then from there, it's up to you to relate your offer to them, to close them. It's going to take some practice. I get it. You can do sales scripts and phone scripts and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, you need to be approachable, relatable, and you need to work them through your offer. Now, the other scenarios, your product launch formula, a product launch funnel, your VSL funnel, so those are very automated, methods of sales. But at the end of the day, everything comes back to the sales funnel and the copy, the material itself, the emails that are going out, the sales copy that's going out, like all that stuff. Your product launch videos, they need to be on point. Your VSL needs to be on point, because if those automated videos, if there's anything about those videos that they don't like, they very simply won't buy. So because it's not like you can jump in and say, hey, wait, and try to save the sale, because they're just gone. Sure, you can save the sale using like conversational chat now, or chat bots, or there's some things that you can do to save those sales sometimes, which is actually probably a pretty cool topic for another video, the conversational chat piece. But by and large, these 4 types of sales funnels are going to get you moving in the direction you want to, and basically move your client acquisition, your lead process online, your sales process online. So if there's anything that we can do, just go to doneforyou.com, fill in the forms, click the button. There's a little chat widget on the right-hand side. Here we go. Let's see what this does. If you like a custom action plan put together for your business, go to doneforyou.com/start. That was pretty cool. I set up another one here too. So to learn more about launching one of these sales funnels, go to doneforyou.com. So pretty cool, right? So I will talk to you soon. I'll talk to you tomorrow, 10 a.m., same place, same time. And if there's anything I can do, just let me know. All right.